So right now, a lot of Democrats, they're jumping in the race for the simple fact to stop Bernie Sanders. I'll get to Bernie Sanders in a minute. And the Democratic Party, their talking point is do whatever it takes to stop Trump. Republican talking point is we got to do whatever we can to keep the socialists out of office. So even though I am not on the Bernie Sanders bandwagon, I'm going to always tell you the truth. Okay? I'm not on nobody's bandwagon. Nobody is cutting the mustard for me. Like I said, the only person close to cutting the mustard for me is Tulsi Gabbard, or Gabbard, however you want to say it. Because of policy positions, because of her faith, because of her promoting love. Tulsi Gabbard. The Republicans are pushing socialism, and socialists are our enemy to our country, which is dangerous. It will incite people to do crazy things, because whatever we do in America, we can't have no socialists come to this country and turn it in from a democracy, from a capitalistic society, unto Venezuela. Boy, I got a lot of things I can say about Venezuela, because what Venezuela is going through is not socialism, it's capitalism trying to crush socialism in a country that don't want capitalism. But capitalism want that country because of the resource, and the money can be made off the resources. So that's why they're trying to do whatever they need to do in Venezuela by crippling the economy, hoping those people can look at the leader, turn their back on the leader and go with an opposition leader, or a fake Venezuela version of Barack Obama. That's all Juan Guaido is. Now let me get back to what I'm saying over here about the Democratic narrative and the Republican narrative. Excuse me. And drinking some coffee. I don't know if I'm gonna name this the Rob Report or Big Freedom on Fire or whatever, but we got to have this discussion. So the Republicans trying to stop Bernie Sanders with the we can never have a socialist, and guess who's going to side with the Republicans on that? The Democratic Central Leadership. They're going to do that. That's why they're routing around Biden. See, Biden's message is this: we're better than this. We can't subscribe to hatred, but we can't subscribe to socialism either. And nobody in this campaign is talking socialism. They're talking about democratic programs that deal with social society in America, programs that's going to lift up social society in America. But that is not your typical term for socialism. You do your own study on socialism. I've done my study. I'm not going to go into that. A lot of capitalism is socialism, because the current capitalistic system that right now that Trump has helped out so tremendously. Trump brought the capitalistic society socialism with the tax cut and by deregulating things. Those are socialist tactics. When you give them a break, when you give them money, when you give them benefits, that is socialism done through capitalism. A lot of times capitalists are the biggest socialists ever. What do you think Jeff Bezos get every freaking month, every freaking year? His model of building his business, which is well over in the hundreds of billions, is socialist welfare, capitalist welfare, or you can call it capitalist socialism, because he's depending on nobody taxing him to do his business. He'll pimp people. He'll try to get free land. He'll try to get free helicopter pad. He'll try to get money from a city to build the building just to house the Amazon there. And that is socialist. That's a social move. You want the social society in New York or wherever you plan on building your Amazon headquarters to pay for this for you. You want the taxpayers to pay for you. That is what Bernie Sanders is talking about. that is really termed social welfare or democratic welfare. Or let's change the word welfare, because welfare backwards is fair and well. Let's change the term. What it is using policies to lift up our democratic social society. Now, whatever word you want to put on that, that's up to you. But the bottom line is, we would rather have our tax dollars go to benefit the society of America versus the plots of America for world domination, white supremacy, because that's what it is. Because our government is not going into Europe, taking over Europe. They're not going into Scandinavia, none of those Norwegian countries, where it's majority of white, blue eyes, or white, blonde hair, or red hair, or whatever. They're not going in those countries. They got whatever they could get out of the Caribbean. Now they're going to Africa. They've been sucking off Africa before the foundations of America. So that's what this is. So you got the Central Democrat going against Bernie Sanders. You got the Republicans going after Bernie. They're not going after Joe Biden. Yeah, they'll go after him enough to the point where he becomes friend. As long as Joe Biden don't go too far, they don't mind Joe Biden. I mean, they'll rather deal with a Joe Biden presidency than Bernie Sanders presidency. Hey, thank you for watching that episode of the Rob Report. Before you go now, I need you to do two things for me. First thing, I want you to like the video if you liked it. Second thing, I want you to share it all across social media. And if you have not subscribed, please make sure you hit the subscribe button right now. Stop and do it. As Jimmy Dore says, sometimes you think you're subscribed, or you go check and find out you're not subscribed. So make sure you check that you're subscribed and hit the notification bell. That'll let you know when I put a new content out. I'm not a fan of Super Chat, so if you plan on giving to the efforts of Bob TV, make sure you do that through Bob TV NYC at paypal.me. Anybody who want to have free access to my Patreon channel, I'm trying to save you money on your cable bill. I ran into a program that I think everybody can afford, and everybody should have, and that link is down there below. 5,000 plus channel, best sports package, and the best premium TV, and even international channels, and you can access this all over the world. Go ahead and check that out, get your free trial, and if you decide to support, become members of those two services, we'll go ahead and give you full access to the Patreon channel, and there's no cost to it. So my name is Robert Brown with the Rob Report. Thank you for watching. I'll holler at you later. Peace.